Hello, my name is PD Nice, and I'm here with your lockdown results. It may be a week late, but I'm still here with you. So as you know, I'm at 30-point pay-per-view, so it might not be the best idea to get your thoughts from me, but I'm going to try to give it to you anyway, and I hope to be with you guys for Slammiversary live. Not me being there live, but we'll be at least be caught up. I'm 18 behind. Going to knock out another 6 over the weekend, hopefully, to get the final resolution. And we'll take it from there. Over Easter break, I'm hoping to get another couple out. Maybe to be at Genesis, and then we can just work our way from there. Okay, so the first match is for the X Division Championship. And it's Zema Ion challenging along with Christian York, who I just saw debut, by the way. Zema Ion has lost the belt to RVD. And now we got Kenny Kang here. Haven't seen a lot of these guys in action, but I'm going to be looking at my laptop for this, just to get your right wording. King is able to come back after a bit of a stumbling point. He hits York with the Royal Flush to get to 1, 2, 3. Where do I think the X Division is going from here? If Kenny King's the face, then I say King versus ZM Ion in the near future. RVD left the company, so I can't see a rematch coming on. Or if he left the company, I still can't see a rematch. There's something up with RVD. But you bring back X Division superstars. Maybe we get Jay Lethal, P.D. Williams, some guy like that. That could also help the division out. Or like, I know there's new rules coming to the X Division, so I'm not gonna give a long speech about this. But that's what I'm getting. Like a Team Ion match and a Christian York one-on-one. So next happened, we got a backstage interview with JB interviewing Joseph Parks. I'm gonna get this thing right in front of me, so we look into the camera. That's the fourth wall. There's no fourth wall here. Joseph Parks talks. He says how he's been ripped this week, and he's going to the Alamo to get a rented car. Kazarian and Daniels now appear on the scene, saying that Dixie Carter has been looking for Joseph Parks. Parks walks off, and Kazarian talks about how tonight is all about bad influence and how they will win tonight. Daniels says they're not a joke. They're tired of being disrespected by everybody in TNA. All the fans tonight, they walk out of the ring and they win the belts high above the head. And then Daniel does some nifty catchphrases. Alright. So now we got Joey Ryan versus Joseph Park. Ryan's on the mic. He says that everything's bigger in Texas, judging by Park's gut and the fat people in the audience. He's going to say that's true. He calls evidence. He says Parks is a big mark since he's learned insider terms and he belongs more in the audience and in the ring. He's got a size advantage where it counts, and Park is about to find out that size matters. Ryan shoves the mic at Parks, who says San Antonio rocks. He went to the River Walk and sang karaoke, and this place rocks. Now the match is on after Joey Ryan attacks. I got this said, so Joey Ryan went for a sunset flip, but why did he try to get over Joseph Park? Sat on him. So that's what happened. I don't know where this feud's going. This could have just ended with the face winning. I say Matt Morgan maybe can get in this if they're still partnering. And I don't really know. Get Joey Ryan and Abyss, Joseph Parks, back into another feud. I guess. I don't know where to go from this. I don't really know where to go from here. So Brooke Hogan's backstage now. Let's get back to the interviews. Brooke Hogan's backstage now, talking to Bully Ray about his match tonight. Bully Ray hushes her up and says he knows she's excited, but he's nervous. Ray says he wants to make himself and Hulk Hogan proud. Hulk comes in on crutches and asks Brooke to give him a minute. Tonight is a pivotal time for TNA. TNA had a chance to move on tonight. Hogan says Jeff Hardy has been good for the moment, but there's something about Ray he can't put his finger on. It's not something special. Not because they're related. It's more than him being his son-in-law. And he gave Brooke her spark, and see her happy again means the world. He loves Bully like his own son now. Hulk Hogan wants Bully Ray to win the title because Hulk Hogan can't, and I'm not going to go right into this, but Hulk Hogan is retired. He should not be wrestling. Next match we got out is Velvet Sky versus Gail Kim for the knockout title, and that one. So I want to go back before that. I'm not going to just give you the winner. Gail Kim hit E defeat. She got 2, and that's where she shoved Terrence Terrell, who I'm going to say we're going to have a Gail Kim Terrence Terrell match at Slammiversary. And then this guy hit the in your face, is it called? Slamming him repeatedly. This guy hit it. In your face. Velvet Sky is still your Knockouts champion. Where do we go from here? I don't know if Tara ever got a rematch. But you could always do that. You could always make Mickie James heel. Something like that. The girl with cancer, I don't know what her name is. But give her a shot. Maybe ODB finally loses the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. And you go there from there, too. Because Gail Kim's going to be occupied now. Next is another interview. Backstage again with JB. He hypes up the next match. It's the Bro-Off. The Bro versus Bro. Robbie E says tonight is the night that he finally proves that Big Robbie is better than Big Robbie is better than Bigger Robbie. He did everything for Terry, and T held him down for 2 years. To say this slow, the Texans can understand. His former bro, he's going to make him his ho-oh. Now it's Robbie T versus Robbie E. In our next match, and Rob Terry slammed down Robbie E to the mat, then shoulders him and pops him up for the spine buster. 1, 2, 3. Big Robbie Terry wins this match. And I say maybe we have Rob Terry go on to move on to take on maybe Joey Ryan, and Joey Ryan can take on Robbie E. Maybe they get some belts, X Division title, TV title, and they could do a feud with that. That's where I'm going with this. Again, we're backstage with JB. Austin Aries joins him without his partner Bobby Roode. If you don't know, he had a contract negotiation problem, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Everyone's asking where Bobby Roode is and what Aries will do if he's not here tonight. Aries says he's going to prove that he doesn't need Bobby Roode to get the job done and keep the tag team champions. He can defeat all 4 of his opponents by himself, but luckily that won't be necessary because Bobby Roode walks in and asks if Aries missed him before they walk off smiling. Now it's our triple threat tag team title match. Kazarian and Daniels, a Bad Influence, will verse off against Chavo and Hernandez versus the TNA Tag Team Champions, Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. And this match came to an end. So Daniels superplexes Chavo, but Chavo pushes him off. Chavo hits the frog splash, but Roode takes the foot. Roode goes for the pin on Aries, who tosses for the pin. As Aries tosses Chavo out of the ring, they defend the tag team titles. So who's next? Well, how about Chavo and Hernandez get another match, 1-on-1, or 2-on-2 in this case. And now you can start forming more tag teams. I don't know who you would exactly get for these tag teams, but the tag team division, TNA, has always been good in my mind, starting back from 3D and Beer Money, the Motor City Machine Guns, Generation Me, just to name a few. I thought those were great tag teams. But I know they're not in their company, but you know, you got like AJ Styles with Joseph Parks, something like that. I don't know. Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan probably going to do a tag team title match again. So after the match, they covered the results of the Knockouts match again, with this Terrence Terrell getting involved. They say that is controversy in the back. They sent it back to where JB is standing with Terrence. She said she made a judgment call, and at the end of the day, she had to stand up for herself. She's attacked by behind with Gail Kidd, who goes nuts, hitting her repeatedly with forearms. They review what happened at their fan access this weekend before showing a brief teaser for Slammiversary, which will be taking place June 2nd. I don't know if this actually has it in here, but it will be in Boston, Massachusetts. Ace and Ace is shown. Oh, no, I lost my spot. They review what happens. Ace and Ace are backstage. D-Lo gives his speech, thanking Devon, Knox, or I think his name is Nux now, Doc, Anderson, Baby Boy, I don't know who that is, and Wes for all their various deeds. Tonight, it's Wes and Angle locked in a cage, and he tells them to go out and handle club business. Everybody has to bear down tonight, especially Ensign. They need to get over the plan for Lethal Lockdown. They walk off and review their plans. We're back with JB, who, while the cage is being constructed, is talking with Kurt Angle. Angle says tonight he makes Briscoe famous. Briscoe is going up against the greatest wrestler who ever lived, inside the steel cage, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. He says D'Lo is next. He says West is nothing like his father, and tonight he's going down and get San Jose's ass whipping. This led to a video package showing West joining Aces and Eights and the events leading up to it. The cage is ready, and Christy Hemming introduces the guys. West gets down first. He makes his way into the cage, but doesn't get much of a reaction from the crowd. Now we have these two going at it. West Briscoe versus Kurt Angle. And then what I had to say is this is the ultimate getting over. Because listen to this. Angle hit multiple angle slams, but D'Lo from behind smashes Angle into the door and sends him back into the ring before pulling Briscoe out. The referee turns around and sees West outside the ring. He fell out of the ring. So, what do I say? I'm going to say we're going to have a rematch somewhere down the road between Angle and Brisk. 1-on-1, Aces and Eights out, and that's all. And then we go into the next feud, which I'm not going to get into because I don't know what the next feud could be yet. Angle could also take out some more guys in Aces and Eights. I don't care. Kinley says that this is far from over because we've still got Lethal Lockdown. This led to the video package between the feud. Now Aces and Eights will battle out with Team TNA. I got the order for you. It was Anderson first versus Magnus, who is joined by Nux and Joe, Garrett Bischoff, and where do I got my guy? Eric Young. Devon followed for fourth member with James Storms. TNA Aces and Eights had Doc come in and Sting. The match ended with a leaping when Eric Young hit a flying elbow off of the top of the cage onto Nux. That gave them the 3, and also gave TNA the win. I don't think this feud's way over. I think we're going to settle it in like an 8-man tag or 10-man tag at Slammiversary elimination style. That's what I think. Now, Taz isn't happy after the match. I got to go back to this because we're going back to like an interview. Arguing that TNA had unnecessary lanes to go to win this match and endangered the lives in the process. TNA and Taz argued a bit before they turned their attention to the World Championship. Apparently, there was a poll early in the night. I don't know why I didn't get this earlier. Apparently, and then the poll was Hardy or Bully Ray. You, the fans, choose. And it was 51 Hardy, 49 Bully Ray. The TNA Championship will be defended Bully Ray versus Jeff Hardy inside a steel cage. And that one was won by Bully Ray. Where the Aces and Eights came in and attacked Jeff Hardy, and Bully Ray won and became the new heavyweight champion. Ray hits Demon, reaches in the pants, pulls out a hammer, tossing it to Ray. Ray hits Hardy on the head. Hogan is completely in shock, and now we're going back to the talking here, so we gotta get this out. Demon and Ray celebrate 3 days back together. Brooke is crying, and Hogan continues to look in shock. Ray celebrates with the Aces and Eights and yells at the referee to raise his hand. He yells at Brooke and says she was nothing to him. He calls Hogan an old man and a piece of crap and tells him to do something. Then he tells Brooke to shut her mouth as Hogan calls him a dead man. Oops, I missed one. Ray has the mic and he says that's right. Tells Devon to let that stupid bitch cry. He calls out Hogan, telling him that he used him. Telling Brooke he screwed her. Hogan and Brooke go nuts and the fans begin to litter the ring. Garbage. There were planted fans, by the way. So that's why. And everybody else could join in. That's what they said. Ray fooled everybody. The music gets Taz hits and Aces and Eights hold all the cards. He says that Ray is the president. Bully Ray is the president of Aces and Eights, and he is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. They celebrate as garbage falls in the ring. So we're definitely having a Jeff Hardy rematch sometime down the road, and we're gonna have Baby Hogan versus Bully Ray at Slammiversary. I said he was maybe too old for a wrestling match, but this is what I gonna see. And maybe Kurt Angle tries for the belt. AJ Styles tries for the belt. Sting tries for the belt. Eric Young, Samoa Joe, Magnus, guys from TNA on Team TNA. And those are your lockdown results. I'm PD Nice, and we're out of here.